At dawn, the village of Floresta stirs with life, and the fishermen Santos and Anicio return from their night of collecting. Anicio's son Sandro is fascinated with the catch, as pipa toads are rare, even in this village. The toads provide a moment of fun for Sandro, before they are to be put aboard the aquarium boat that stops here every week. The village's catch is loaded for shipment to a port downriver. Fishermen earn the equivalent of about $2 per 1,000 cardinals, though the going price when resold in the United States will be inflated by 1,000%. The mortality rate of fish during transport can be high, and antibiotics are added to help prevent further loss. In these poor villages, fishermen are paid by an age-old system of barter. For their labors, they receive hard-to-come-by goods, such as coffee, rice, and sugar, and other precious items brought from faraway towns, and traded at such inflated prices that many families here are left forever in debt. A few turtles are still egg-laying on the sandy banks. Golden-backed Wakari monkeys are drawn down from their treetop living to investigate the chance of finding fresh turtle eggs. Wakaris normally eat fruit, but relish the opportunity to savor the yolk of eggs. Perhaps Rio Negro's least known monkey, they are among the few primates here that will venture down to the forest floor. Wakaris have adapted to a life along these waterways. They have few enemies here, but must be wary of man. Zay and his son Carlos are also out looking for turtle eggs. For the people of the Rio Negro, turtles and their eggs are a seasonal delicacy. The eggs are oil-rich and are usually eaten raw, along with a kind of ground meal. Although Brazilian law protects turtles, such laws are not easily enforced in remote areas where people rely on forest and river for sustenance, as they have for generations. The coral snake is one of the world's most poisonous reptiles, but this is no coral snake. A mimic, this false coral is protected by a resemblance to its deadly relative. Mainly aquatic, it hunts for fish trapped in pools left by the retreating water. It shares these pools with the South American sunbittern, found at the river's edge, and a clever catcher of fish. Both hunters are successful this time. The sunbittern takes no chance at the similarity between the real and the counterfeit, and produces a display intended to ward off potential danger. Noted for its stunning plumage, this sunburst of color has given the bird its name. Butterflies congregate on the exposed beaches to take in mineral salts. They dazzle the eye with color and diversity. The waters of the Rio Negro are now at their lowest. At Floresta, the white banks of the main channel are revealed, where months before water flowed beneath the houses. A mirror-like surface of inky black, it was likened by early European explorers to the mythic river Styx. Washed down from the mountains over eons of time, the clear white sands can do little to filter out many plant compounds that stain the water like tea, though it is water that is clean, almost as pure as distilled. Where Sandro walks was recently the floor of the great river. Now, terns are nesting here, and he and his father have wandered too near the angry parents' brood. The birds flock to these newly exposed, broad sandy beaches to dig simple nests where their eggs will incubate in the warm sun. Sandro luckily discovers a clutch of newly laid turtle eggs. Danger also lies in wait beneath the sand. Accidentally stepped on, the stingray can inflict a terrible wound with a whip of its tail. But this is a time of plenty for the boat people along the Rio Negro. Food is found in abundance, and the fish have begun to gather in large schools in the shallow water. The Waru cichlid provides its young with their first meal. Mucus is produced on the adult's body, from which the offspring feed. Even other fish dare to steal a quick meal. Schools of many species begin to congregate, including perhaps the most famous, the piranha. Piranha come in many different colors and sizes, most with a set of razor-sharp teeth. And while some prefer fruits and seeds, many favor flesh. Actually, piranhas make for good eating, and that's just what Anicio has set out to catch. Though not quite as vicious as their reputation suggests, they can be dangerous once caught. Many a fisherman has been bitten when carelessly trying to retrieve a lure. Perhaps most fascinating of all the animals that live in this river is the Boto dolphin. Largest of the freshwater dolphins found here, the Boto, or pink dolphin, uses echolocation to make its way through the tea-colored water. It can move its head in any direction, helpful when locating prey. Remarkably vocal, botos communicate with a series of barks and yaps. Stories are not uncommon of botos saving the lives of fishermen whose boats had overturned. Zay is not angling for boto, but like them, is trying to catch one of the river's best tasting fish. A fisherman's dream, this 20-pound tucunaré is a fair catch for Zay. In the Rio Negro, tucunaré are known to reach 35 pounds. The huge fish is to be prepared for the evening's fish meal. One of Zay's younger sons, Chico, hunts near the house with a miniature bow and arrow. He stalks insects, to be used as bait in future fishing expeditions. His reward is a stringer of crickets. Gathered food is preferred here, and although the land is partly cleared, few crops are grown. Like many families along the Rio Negro, Zay's family of 10 children is not unusual. Angela, Chico's sister, is 8 years old. Her grandfather roasts farinha on an open oven. The coarse meal is made from the manioc plant, ground and roasted to become the staple of their diet. Miguel plays with the pet wakaris, 2 different types, one from either side of the river. The fish is fresh, the farinha warm and savory. Though there may be difficult times ahead, now is a time of plenty.